The controversial anti-gay bill is yet to land on the desk. He has already signaled his intent not to sign it, but that is not formal. When it does land on his desk, he has 7 days to signal to Parliament whether or not he is going to sign it, and also within 14 days tell Parliament why he is not going to do that. Parliament can use Article 106 and by 2/3 majority veto the president on that. Already the minority say they are marshalling forces to be able to get 2/3 majority in Parliament to veto the president and get the controversial anti-gay bill to become law.
He will get it by this Monday, Tuesday. It's within 7 days he will get it.
Okay. So he's telling you what he's likely going to tell you that he's going to do. Do you think that if this comes to push comes to shove, you get 2/3 majority to be able to veto the president?
We'll get it more than necessary.
How sure are you?
Very, very sure. When the speaker put the question that who among us was against the bill, what was the numbers? 275 over 275? Or you have a contrary view?
Ahmed Ibrahim, who is also the first deputy minority whip, alleged that the former majority leader, Seche Mensah Bonsu, was removed as majority leader because he supported the controversial anti-LGBTQ bill.
You remember the security architecture of the speaker were even withdrawn. At the point the speaker was naked, then he still pursued and said that I'm a Catholic. And Catholic, we have values and principles. Then you come to, so the speaker was the first casualty. The second casualty was the majority leader, Honorable Seche Mensah Bonsu. He is a member of the Assemblies of God. And he pursued, you remember, he did not only support, he sponsored a lot of amendments. And when it was clear that there was nothing the president could do, he changed him.
Member of Parliament for Ningo Pram Sam George, on the floor of Parliament while debating, said the president was putting the interest of foreign powers ahead of that of Ghanaians.
What is the state of our nation? Are we proud of our democracy? Because, Mr. Speaker, when the president looks at us as a nation and tells us that he is more concerned about the so-called friends of Ghana, and for that reason, the sovereignty of this parliament is being called into question relative to the family values bill that we have passed. Mr. Speaker, I am truly worried the kinds of friends the president keeps.
MP for Ashaman, Ernest Nogbe, says this suit that has been filed by Richard Sky in the Supreme Court challenging the constitutionality of the bill passed and the process through which it was passed is just a political tool, and the Supreme Court must dismiss same.
What are you taking to court? So it can only be politically motivated. That is how I see it. That's how I see it. So I'm sure if the Supreme Court, I am not a lawyer though, but I'm sure if the Supreme Court should look into the matter, the merit of the matter, and take away their political lenses and do a due diligence on this matter, the case should be thrown out. It shouldn't be even entertained.
We now expect that in the next 1 week, the president, Akufo-Addo, will be seized fully with this bill and then can formally write to Parliament to tell them that because of these suits currently pending before the Supreme Court, he is not signing the bill into law. Already, majority MPs are tight-lipped about this situation, none of them willing to go ahead of the president. A lot of them telling me off the record, they first want to know the strategy of their president and their leadership before they will commit themselves on this matter. Ultimately, this has been reduced to a political matter, and the Catholic Bishops' Conference have already warned that the NPP government may suffer at the poll in 2024 if this bill does not become law. Reporting for Joy News, Kweku Asante, Parliament House, Accra.